Oh, hi. I'm just building a paper prototype here in the design tent. And I'm going to get this design reviewed in a few minutes, but first let's take a look around, shall we? All right. Hey, Liam.
Hey,
How are
how's it
things?
going? Good, how about you?
I'm doing great. I'm going to get a design review. I'm a little nervous, but we'll save that for a few minutes from now. Before I get there, I kind of want to know what's going on with these posters. It looks like you had a design sprint.
Sure, so these posters are kind of showcasing the work that we did at the Dimension Sprint up in SF. It was a 3-day event where Google brought a bunch of designers and developers together to kind of ideate and come up with some solutions around these 5 categories.
Cool. Can we see some of the stuff? What is this?
Sure. So this one is called Bay Window, and basically the idea is to keep 2 people connected to each other. It's a live wallpaper.
Oh,
and a
I
lock
get
screen.
it. Bay, like
Yeah.
B-A-E? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you basically pair with your partner, and then you can upload photos directly to their live wallpaper. And if you go a while without connecting, then you kind of see these 2 circles like start to drift away a little bit.
That's not good. All right. What's another one of your favorites up here?
I think this one is probably one of my most favorites.
Yeah?
It's around self-activation, and the idea here is just kind of a community where you can share experiences and get some support. It's made to kind of serve the needs of people who are looking for a safe place to talk about experiences they've had, kind of document their own progress of working through those at their own pace, and just keep track of how they're doing. So it kind of allows you to like track how you're feeling each day, some thoughts or experiences you might have throughout the day, and just how you're making progress.
It's a beautiful design, too. All right, let's look at one more.
Sure. So this is one that I helped out with, actually. It's around productivity. So the idea here is that a lot of people, especially if you work in a consultancy setting, you have a lot of different tasks and project managers and tools that you use, and you might spend a lot of time like jumping between those to figure out what you're supposed to be doing for the day. So this is kind of an idea that uses Android's ability to share data between apps to collect all of the tasks that are assigned to you and then allow you to kind of make your schedule for the day, regardless of where that work is coming from.
That's cool. And is this actually like a working prototype here?
Yeah, working-ish. So you kind of just triage the things that you want to add to your list by like swiping in one direction or the other.
That's fun.
So you make it like all the way through your list, and then you kind of have your list here. And if you want to, you can reorganize some of them just based on the order that you want to knock them out in.
It's a really beautiful design. This is very inspiring. It's very material, too.
Yeah, so a big focus of Dimensions was also just what makes Android unique as a platform and trying to solve for these categories based around those ideas.
That's awesome. All right, Liam, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I think I'm going to go find Yasmin around here somewhere.
Awesome.
Okay. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Yasmin, these are my friends. Hi, friends. So, I'm a little nervous. It's my first design review in a long time. I made it. Okay, this is my app. It turns out if you spend a few minutes every day writing down what you're grateful for, you live a more stress-free life. So I figured maybe I could build an app that's a gratitude journal, right? And this is what I'm thinking. This is the home screen, and when you bring up the app, it just shows like something that you're grateful for, which is rated based on a thing I'll say later. And so it just like lists that, so you can kind of remember the things that you did. And then you go into this list view, and this is like your journal. It's chronological, and it's super simple. It just shows the things you're grateful for in the day. And if you double tap it, like you add hearts to it, and you can add as many as you want. So like as you go through your journal, you can say, oh yeah, I remember that and I loved that. And the more hearts it gives, the more it shows up on your home screen.
Oh, so it's like, so you can see the memories that are like most important to you
Yeah.
or bring you most joy.
You can
Okay.
reinforce them.
Yeah.
And then if you hit the plus icon, you go over and you just type in what you're grateful for, and then it just automatically puts it in your journal. So you can just go in anytime and say, you know what, I'm grateful for this thing.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome,
And
and I
that's
love
it. It's
love it.
simple.
No, it's simple. That's the best way to start. Can you tell me about the other navigation that you have going on here?
So these are just the buttons, and I'm not really sure what to do here because I put 3 of them each place, but maybe instead it's like a button that expands into the options, but these are just for getting to like the list view, the home, and this is a plus for, that's actually a little house. I know it's
Okay,
hard to
okay.
see. That's a little house. and these are like 3 lines indicating the list, and that's just a plus for like adding it.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
do you think about that?
So one of the things that you might want to consider doing is using a floating action button as the main component, which you kind of have going on right here, but instead of you move it out of the bottom navigation and add it to the top so it's always floating in there.
Okay.
One of the things with action buttons, a lot of people think, all right, let's add them everywhere, but it should be tied to an action, so you shouldn't use it for navigation, mostly for something like creating a post. One thing that you could add is if you were adding your journal, as it expanded later on, you would tap the add button for adding a new thing that you're grateful for, and potentially maybe then you could add one where it's like photos. So it's like maybe you want to do a text one or a photos one or a video one, so that can give you quick access to adding a new journal entry.
Awesome.
So that's one potential to think of.
I mean, guess now that I'm thinking about it and you say that, maybe I get rid of the navigation buttons, and the way you get between this and the list is you just scroll down.
Yeah, you could, because there isn't going to be a whole lot, at least in the beginning. One of the things you might want to consider adding is some form of search, because you'll probably want to search through all your memories and remember what made you happy.
Okay, is there anything else about this app you want to tell me?
No, I love that you started off with sketching first. That's one of the things that we really encourage everyone to do, because then you're not married to this solution, because you can go on and think, maybe I didn't really like how this is working. Like let's think of some other iterations, and you haven't spent time coding or designing it within a sketch or anything. So this is a great way to start.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you.
That was really painless. I'm happy.
You're good? You're good. All right, good.
Okay.
We try to make it easy for everyone, so yeah.
All right, well, that's the design booth, everybody. I'm going to go start on my app.